doing it and doing it and doing it, and then you get to form a habit. I mean, that's the greatest thing of all, is that you get to create the habits that you do want. I mean, we all have the habits that we don't want, right? Let's build some new habits of what we do want.
Do you believe? Do you believe that time will treat us well?
Hi guys, welcome to my Amber, California YouTube channel. Yay! Hi. First, I want you to do me a favor and double check, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so that all the people down at the YouTube place and wearing the weird bow ties and lasers and all that weird stuff, that they will know that you are my friend and that you're subscribed to me and the channel. Just subscribe. Thank you. So today I thought it would be really exciting to share with you 10 habits that keep me sane. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, she's not completely sane. I'm not, but this is the kind of sane that I can be. So I wanted to share with you these 10 habits. Here they are. And they're not in any specific order. I just started at the beginning because, yes, first thing in the day you do is you wake up and you get out of bed. So habit number 1. I make my bed every single day. It's a habit. I just wake up, and when I get out of the bed, I just kind of like lift up the blankets, just, shake and try to like straighten it out. And it actually is just not even that hard. It just takes just a few more seconds. And I do it while I'm half asleep. So I'm just kind of like, and it's okay because the bed gets made. And I think that if your bed is made, it makes you feel like you're more put together. Like even if I walk into my bedroom and I have, some things on the chair, some clothes or some laundry that I need to do, if the bed's made, it just looks like somebody is living there that actually cares about life. They made the bed. This wasn't something that just came naturally to me. I had to put in real efforts and say, okay, I make the bed every day now. And then I actually had to just start doing it. Now I make the bed every day. Okay, I drink water all day long. Just drink water all day. That's habit number 2. Water, water, water. I do not drink any soda at all. I'm guilty, I do drink coffee, so that is a guilt. But the habit that I have, instead of drinking soda or ordering a soda anywhere that I go with my food or whatever, I always order water. And if I need like that fizzy kind of a taste that like soda or other kind of like carbonated drinks give you, I just drink cheap seltzer water. Still water. So if you drink water all day long, you stay hydrated, you stay healthier, your skin looks better, you feel better. I feel that I can get nauseous sometimes and really tired throughout the day if I'm not drinking enough water. So I've turned that into a habit that I just don't drink other drinks. I drink water. Like, I'll have a water with that. I'll have a water with that. Habit number 3. I have a dog, and giving my dog love that's my favorite thing to do to keep me sane. Okay, maybe I'm an overachiever because I don't have one dog, I have 4. I like them a little. Okay, I love them. I'm so obsessed with my dogs. I love them, love them, love them, love them, love them. And just to stop in the middle of the day and just to hold them. I'm holding one in my lap right now. He's sleeping, my little one-eyed breaker boy. He was a rescue. And just to have unconditional love from a pet is like the best gift that you can give to yourself. Like, because every single day you have to get outside of your own like swirly head and just love the pet, and it just makes you feel like it feels so good. So my habit is just to love my pets, to pause and pet. That's what I call it, the PP. Pause and pet your dogs, pet your cats, pet your goldfish if you want to. Just pet your pet. Okay, moving on. I am not attached to my iPhone at all. As a matter of fact, yeah, okay, it is here. Let me check. I have messages on it that are unread, and that's okay. I'll check my messages when I get to them. If it is an emergency, somebody will call me. I usually don't answer the phone, even if it's, from somebody that I know, because I'll call and talk to the person when I want to call and talk to them, and I'm often right in the middle of something. I have such a small attention span that if somebody calls me, I'll be on the phone and trying to talk to them. And if I'm trying to multitask, I'm not giving them all of the attention that they deserve. And I'm not giving my project, the attention that it deserves. So I wait and I call the person back when I'm finished doing what I'm working on, unless it's an emergency. I mean, I'll get a 911 text if it is an emergency, and I'll notice that. But otherwise, I just call the person back after I'm done doing what I'm doing. And that way, it's for them too, because it's not being selfish. It's giving yourself an opportunity to completely focus on the person on the other end of the call. So I'm not attached to my cell phone. I leave it in the other room all the time. Everybody who knows me knows that I'm not, I take it with me, but I'm not attached to it. I know I should be a little bit more attached to it now that I'm entering into this social media world, and I need to Instagram more, and I need to post more, and learn even how to use my phone more. But for now, no, not attached. So every day throughout the day, I stop and I just tidy up a little bit. I am somebody that I don't find joy in that deep cleaning, but I do have to do the deep cleaning as well. I just don't do it every day. Every day I do just one little spot that I could just keep up with. So many days I'll just completely clean up and clear up my little desk area around here, because sometimes it fills up with papers and cards and lip gloss and who knows what else, lighters, whatever, for my cute little candle over there. Notice the cute little candle. So that way, when it comes time to have, to really just clean through the whole house, I won't have just this huge tornado everywhere, which it's really easy for me to create a tornado. And because of the way that I decorate my home, where I just I like all these little things and decorations, and I'm into cute stuff, it has to stay clean. Otherwise, I just look like I'm living in a crazy house full of junk. And it's cool junk. Hey, some of this is really expensive junk, okay? Okay, some of it's worthless too, but I like it. And this is something that I learned from my mother, is journaling. Now, my mom, she would journal every single day throughout my childhood, and now today she has gone, and I have suitcase full of journals from her lifetime, and it's so great to be able just to look back on her journal and see what she was doing and how she was feeling. And when I was reading her journals, I learned so much that I had no idea about. It was really fascinating to me, and I just think that's part of history. It's all important. This is, keeping track of lives as humans and what we're feeling and what we're doing. It's interesting, and I just felt inspired to start writing journals myself. So when I was younger, I started journaling. I had the little journal with the pink lock on it, and I would write my thoughts in it. Now I'm trying to journal every single day. It's a habit that I had to actually force on myself. I had to just start writing every day and think, oh, did you write in your journal? Write in your journal today. Just write in your journal. And if I have something that I'm thinking about consistently, I'm write that in your journal. I'm just it's downloading all of my thoughts and getting everything that's going on up here out onto the page. And it's just so, it feels good. It makes me feel like a significant person whose thoughts and ideas and doodles matter. And they might matter to no one but the book, but they matter to the universe. And just write all your thoughts, write all your fears, write correspondence letters with others, write more than just emails, write journals. I write my journal on pen and paper because I believe that using a pen and paper is like brain writing. It's not the same as this. It's actually just writing and thinking as I'm writing, and it feels good. It's great too when I look back on some of my journals from when I was so much younger. The person that I was from one part of my life to the next part of my life is so extremely different, but then I still see some of the same similarities, and it's just so fascinating to go back and read journals. So journaling is a daily habit. It's a great one. It's a great one to pick up. Try it. Start doing it. You'll feel so good. It's hey, maybe you didn't do anything that day, but you got to write out your feelings about it. That made it a full day. That made it an awesome day. Every single day, I have a simple piece of paper that I put right in front of my computer, and with pen and paper, I write down the basic to-do list. Like, what are like the basics that I have to do the next day? For example, doctor appointment that's in my schedule is the next day. But every day I write down the basics of what need to be done for the day so that I won't forget as I go throughout the day. And sometimes I do forget like the little things that I write down, but I put those on to the next day. And then things don't just get like scooped under the rug. They actually do get done because I schedule life, and sometimes life gets ahead of me, but if I keep that to-do list, it's actually like an action list instead of like to-do. It's like an action list. Do these actions towards the life that you want, and things will be better. So every day I write down to do. And then I end up feeling guilty if I don't do enough. Maybe that's not a good habit, but it's a habit that works for me. In fact, during the summer when it's warm, I practically live outside by my pool. I love being out there. When it's cold outside, I like building a little fire, my fire pit, and staying warm outside. But no matter what, I always just love to go outside every single day. Even if it's just for like a moment, I just think it's important to just stop and connect with nature. Like, go outside, look at the tree that's the closest to you. Look at the birds that are in the tree. Stop and look at the flowers. Look at the grass. Look at the dandelions. Look at the people that are walking down the street. It's just pause, go outside, check in on life outside of your little cave. And for me, somebody who likes living in my little cave, making a conscious habit of going outside every single day, it matters. Also, it's because I work at home, so I'm not just like always going, and I have to remind myself, hey, stop, pause. Go outside. It's great. It's interesting too because some people don't love going outside. Like Brian, he doesn't. Like in the summertime, the back door is always open and he's inside and I'm always outside. I don't know. It's a habit that works for me. I like it. Try it. Or don't try it. It's all about whatever habit works for you. It's really your habit, you know. But isn't it great that you can decide what you want your habit to be? And then you just keep doing. Habit number 9, I have to work on this habit even more. Every single day, I have to move my body for like at least 30 minutes. And that means like I have to stop and go on a 30-minute walk. Just straight, fast walk. Now, I'm not a runner and I'm not a really big like fitness buff. I don't work out a lot. I'd like to start working out more. But if you can start your habit where you are, that's okay. For me right now where I am is I'm starting all over again. I'm doing yoga, I'm doing, walking, and I'm doing hiking and other little things. But every single day I have to commit at least 30 minutes a day to moving my body. Now, if I'm going hiking, I don't have to do 30 minutes on top of the hike. It's just that every day there has to be some body movement. Make it happen. Or not. I just know for myself, if I'm not moving my body, I just get even more tired and it just doesn't feel good. We're so lucky to live in the bodies that we live in, and we need to take care of them. And this is a reminder to myself too, like, how lucky are we that we get to live in this body, and we need to take care of our bodies. No matter what body we have, we need to take care of what we have. It's our temple. It's where our soul lives. It's where our spirit is. And I just think it's important to take care of. Okay, that's the great thing about making these videos, is even when I'm sharing my habits with you, I'm like, yes, you know what? That's my habit, is to move like for 30 minutes a day. But wouldn't it be even better if I were to just like really start working out harder? That's why you start creating like these good habits. Because you can just build on them, and then your life is kaboom! Amazing, right? Okay, and habit number 10. And this is really important for me because I'm an artist, and artists don't think exactly the same way as other people think. I feel like a real loss if I'm not creating and working on something always. Now, this doesn't mean like always, every day, all day, 24 hours a day, because, there's a lot of artists that have to stop and go to work from, for their 9-to-5 job, and then they come home, and then there's like the kids, and then there's the laundry and the errands and, carpools and all of that, and there's never any time to do your own things to create. So every single day, pause and do something creative for yourself. the first thing that you're doing already is journaling. That's a little bit creative. It'll get your juices flowing in your mind. But if you're an artist, or even if you're not an artist, it's a great thing to try and work on, is just create something. If you can just stop and, doodle flowers on paper and draw that way, or if you can, cut out mache or whatever your creative thing is. If you're a singer, if you play an instrument, if you have a talent, whatever it is, stop and pause in your day and feed that talent and feed that brilliance that you have inside, because it's important. It's not about, again, what anybody else thinks about what you're doing. If you're like, hey, I need to go and hopscotch for 30 minutes, and I need to be left alone to do that because I'm going to be the greatest hopscotcher in the world. If that's your thing, you need to stop and pause and really focus on that for yourself and let it be okay that you have to stop and you have to create. I mean, for me, my pausing and creating is often with painting or with making videos or making collages or cutting up clothes and doing, new designs. Whatever it is, creating, it matters. It's what life is about for many artists. If you're not an artist, it really does feed your soul just to pause and even like look at some art. Go to a museum, go to a movie, go do something, and really just, see the creative side. It really will waken all the other juices and everything flowing inside of your brain, okay? So those are the 10 habits that keep me sane, at least as sane as I am. And that might not be sane at all. I don't know. And that's okay. You guys can decide. And what you think about me is not my business. But what I think about you is I like you guys. And I'm so glad that you're watching these videos. This channel is brand new. And it's exciting to share the things that I do know with you. And it's exciting to read your comments and see who's actually watching the videos. Subscribe to the channel too, because it makes a difference. Make that a habit. And I hope that you're having a fantastic and amazing day. Bye. How can you make those habits in your life even more fantastic and amazing than they already are? What are some habits that you have to do every single day in order to live a fantastic and amazing